Today I want to explain to you our entertainment package which we're advertising on our website. The reason why I called it an entertainment package is to make it easier. It's only for entertainment, which means you can have Wi-Fi, you can have your laptop, you can have your cell phone, you can put your TV on there, and you can have limited lights. It's only for that. So it's a package that's designed for people who doesn't need much power. They only need a small inverter to cover that. Like I said before you decide on the inverter, I just want to also tell you this, how to calculate your inverter size in the same video. If you look at your Wi-Fi, it's about 20 watts. Your cell phone is about 30 watts. Your TV can go to about 200 watts. If you calculate that so far, it gives you about 260. Your lights, if it's LED lights, it's about 10 watt per light. You've got 10 of those or 20 of those, that's 200 watts. If I take 20 of those lights, that's already giving you now about 460 watts. And then lastly, also on your laptop, which is about 50 watts, that gives us about 500 watts of inverter. So you need about a 600 watt inverter or bigger than that. Not too much bigger. You can go from a 600 watt to about 1000 watt inverter to cover those things. Now in our package we put 1000 watt inverter, Mercer inverter. So that's your inverter. So the size on the inverter is determined on what do you actually want to convert, or what do you want to use at that moment. What can the inverter handle? So like I said, we've calculated the wattage for you, and we came to about 500 watts. So you at least need a 600 watt to 1000 watt inverter. Now it comes to the time. How long do you want? Now that's now dependent again on the battery size. So remember, the inverter only determines what you want to connect on a specific period, and can the inverter handle it if you connect all those things at the same time. The battery is different. The battery is how many hours do you want to use it. Now I'm going to make it simple. It's not as simple as I'm saying, but for the terms of explanation I'm going to use it. If you use all those items that I've used for a full hour, so we said it's 500 watts. It means that for 1 hour you're going to use 500 watts, right? For 2 hours you'll use 1000 watts. So for an entertainment package to keep you for 2 hours, you will need an inverter plus a battery that's about 1200 watts. There's another problem with this, or there's another issue with this. Gel batteries, you usually can only use 50% of the capacity of that gel battery. In other words, with a gel battery, you will need a 2400 watt battery. Because why? For a 2 hour solution, because let's do the calculation again. We said you need 500 watt per hour, assuming you use it for a full hour. Of course, you're not going to use it, but for the sake of explanation, you have 500 watts, you want to use it for 2 hours a TV, so you're going to get to 1000 watts. But because gel batteries, you can only use 50% of the capacity, you must double up the 1000 to about 2000, and your batteries usually is 1200 watt, 12 volt, 100 watt, 100 amps battery, which gives you 1200 watt. If you add that up, it will come to 2400 watt. But because of the capacity of gel batteries, which you must use 50% of that 2400, you will only use 50%. That gives you 1200 watts. I hope that's clear. However, when you use a lithium battery, you will only use a 1200 watt battery. Why? In lithium batteries you can use 80% of the capacity of the battery. So you got your 500 watts that you want to use, assuming it's a full hour. You add another 500 watts, which will give you 2 hours capacity, and that's 1000 watts. It's ample enough. Your 1200 watt lithium battery can handle that. And then the calculation goes further. If it's 4 hours, you take your 500 watt per hour, another 500 watt, another 500 watt, another 500, gives you 2000 watts, which you will be able to use. Again, on the gel battery, you have to double that up, 4000 watts, and you don't get the 4000 watt, so you have to use a 5000 watt battery to keep this system going for 4 hours. But with the lithium, a battery, you need to use a 2400 watt battery. And then again, if you want to use it for 6 hours, the calculation is the same. You've got 500 watts for the first hour times 6. You need 3000 watts to keep that for 6 hours. I hope that is clear. Thank you.